A not quite tower defense roguelite bullet hell with cutesy animals that get overloaded and linked to deal massive damage and create big explosions? Am I on drugs? Watch on and find out.
My name is Thoraxe, and this is Strategy for Busy People. If you've got a few minutes, I'll tell you what to play.
Note, I love a good review request, but I want you to know when I get them. The solo dev for this game reached out and requested that I take a look. So here that look is. Cute animals don't get a pass, so you know. This time on Strategy for Busy People, we are looking at No Entry, Our Burrow from One Team. No, I mean the name of the developer is One Team. I suppose that being a solo developer, they are also one team, but that is kind of beside the point. And I also played this demo through to the end. It took about a half hour. Now, if you've watched me before, you've probably heard me express my dissatisfaction with most roguelites. And it's mostly because of the RNG that essentially can ruin your run. While No Entry does have the requisite, quote, random roll of power-ups, somehow it managed to feel fun and not just frustrating. Maybe they spent a lot of time on balancing the re-roll cost against the currency earn rates, or maybe it's the cutesy themes, but generally speaking, I didn't find myself dreading the pickups as I have in other titles like this, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Fundamentally, this game is true to its name. You and your furry pals are in a cute little burrow, and other not-so-furry folks are trying to ruin your day. Yes, I understand that one normally wouldn't consider a chicken a furry animal, and I suppose that a porcupine is also not classically furry, but those things are not really the point. The reason I call this a kind of tower defense game is that you only have 12 spots that you can fill, and even within those 12 spots, you can only be using 3 of your creature friends on any given run. This does quite a lot to limit your decision space, which at least makes the early game kind of fun, but maybe makes the longer game less fun? Hard to say. Each wave of enemies is bigger than the last, which should not be a surprise in this type of game. And at the end of the wave, you have collected some bottle caps, which are one of the forms of currency. You can use those bottle caps to buy any one of the choices of power-up that you are presented with. This might be adding more creatures to your playing area, powering them up, giving them special abilities, or getting unique linking bonuses, which we'll talk about in a moment. The nice thing about the power-ups is that you don't actually have to choose any, which allows you to save your caps for the next wave's shopping spree. You can re-roll for a minimal fee, which I had mentioned before, but in a first that I've seen, you can also recycle and sell back some equipped skills to get caps to pay for something in the store that you really want. And funny enough, at least in the demo, you get this banking skill that will allow you to earn interest on your stored caps between waves. Now, I had mentioned the linking in both the intro and just a few moments ago, and that's one of the key aspects of the game, so to speak. As your friends attack, their power meters fill up, and eventually, once full, the little creature goes into an overload state. Clicking in that state unleashes a powerful attack, but if you happen to have multiple creatures that are simultaneously in that overload state, you can click and drag to link them, which unleashes an even more powerful attack. And if you were lucky enough to get them, you can even get special attack bonuses on linked attacks. As an example, I frequently got this poison egg drop thing that would fire off if I got more than 3 linked up, and no, that's not some diss on Chinese food. If you survive all of the waves, you win the stage and you might get some bonus stuff at the end. Then, you go back to your burrow, where the rest of the roguelite aspects of the game take place. You have your little upgrade lab center room whole place where you can pay coins, which you earn from your battle, to upgrade your characters or your base HP. You have a bedroom where you choose which of your characters you will select for your run, and eventually you unlock an arcade machine which you can play in an unlimited wave mode to earn coins to spend at the aforementioned upgrade lab station place thing. Hey, before I give my final verdict, if this is your first episode, this one's free. But if you've watched me before, we're going to make an agreement. You help me level up by clicking subscribe, and I'll keep making these videos. I'll spend the time playing the games and making content that I hope you'll like, and you'll return the favor, okay? Leave comments, tell me what you think, it's all good. You just agree to engage. That's all I ask. The final verdict. The cutesy graphics and the cutesy music and the cutesy themes may try to hide the absolute savagery of a fox, chicken, and porcupine teamed up to destroy whatever those other things are, but they can't hide from me. I see you, you savages. I mean, have you ever actually watched chickens? They are absolute savages, let me tell you. What does that have to do with this game? Well, not much. I just wanted to tell you how creepy chickens are. Especially how they move their heads when they walk and their feet, but their feet are tasty. On my trademark 3-point score scale of avoid, meh, and I forgot to eat, this game doesn't have anything to eat, and I'm really tired of games without food. I probably need to go play a city builder again or something. That being said, no entry R Burrow is actually kind of fun, and I probably would have played a lot more than 30 minutes if I didn't only have the demo. For a quick fun diversion from more serious titles, this one deserves a look, but that doesn't mean that there's not complexity and strategy here. Either way, I decided that it was time to leave the burrow and head out into the real world. These chicken feet aren't going to eat themselves. Although chickens are so creepy, I wouldn't put it past them.